If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Yay!
A big hello to you all. Great to see you. And gosh, if you're in the UK, the weather has gone a tad cold. I know there's quite a few people been suffering power cuts and certainly big snow drifts. We have had the first snow of the year here, and it's not been too deep actually. It's just sort of cold and crispy. Maybe, maybe only about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, but it's here. And that's the main thing, because it all starts to feel a little bit more Christmassy. But we still haven't quite had our central heating on. We've done all right, actually. We've got a wood-burning stove and lots of insulation, so we're doing all right. So a big hello to everybody. We've got Dongate's Model Railway, Les Cliff, great to see you, Robert Becking, Dominic Zed, Jerry BVR, Iron Horse Railways, Belmont Junction, Flymo Chairman 1, Gone Loco, Naive Gauge, Matt Ovell, Ruben Ashwell, Mark Hemmeldown MR, Robert Steers, great to see you from Montana, and we've got Richard Swiderski, Manthony 1956, Southern Train Girl, Flint Hills Model Railway, Jeff Hammond. But it's lovely to see Les Cliff, who says they've got lots of snow down there. Oh,
yeah, that's lots of snow. Sounds like time for a celebration.
Is that what these are? Celebrations. Yeah. Oh, my word.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
There you go.
Actually, we could use this to put the contest results in.
Oh, that would be a celebration. Yes, definitely. So, hold on. Do you want some of these? I've been a bit greedy and just tipped them all.
You pulled the whole thing out, yeah.
Just let me put them all here. And have you brought a bin up? Because
no.
No.
This is how we work, guys. If you notice, for those of you who've met us, this is how we're like all the time. So.
Yeah, it's something
we don't put a facade on, let's put it that way.
Yeah, something that Craig from Iron Horse Railways found was that when you meet us, we're like this all the time. But
it's a blessing and a curse.
Right, no worries. So, let's just see, what have we got? Gosh, things are scrolling off the top really quick. Gosh, hello to everybody. Peter Reed, Robert Steers says, for the Locomotive Fund. Have we missed a super chat? I haven't. I know George Botterini, very.
Thank you so much.
There it is. Robert Steers incredibly generously donated $9.99 on the super chat. Also, big thanks to George Botterini, who very, very generously, before we even started, donated $9.99 on the super chat. So thank you ever so much.
Thank you, guys.
But it's great to see Les is in. It's scrolled off the top, but not seen Les for a while. Les, you need to get up here and visit. The Monday clubs are not the same without you. Big hello to B. Mozer, Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, Iron Horse Railways, Mel's, Mike at Pudham Junction, Philip Page, Josh's Railway Adventures, Tim Davis, who says Cadbury Caramilk is top tier. Yeah, it reminds me of Caramac. I don't know if you're Macintosh's Caramac, if you remember that. Wiven Model Railway, great to see you, 57305. Northern Princess says good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm eating ginger cake whilst enjoying the show. And
that
John JMC
lovely.
says 77 people were waiting before it started. That's actually quite a lot. And of course, we're going to be doing the results of the competition that we started last week, which you will have all now seen the episode with the upside down train. This is the locomotive that went upside down. It has been turned back into a regular locomotive, so it's had the lead weight put back into it. It's had the little outrigger bogey at the front for stabilising it taken off, and the magnets have been removed. So this works absolutely fine on DC track. We asked 3 questions last week, and we actually surprisingly even got some right answers. Now I know a couple of people are saying, why can't you make them easy? Well, All questions are easy if you know the answer, but we actually picked questions that would reward long-time viewers of the Monday Club, and they weren't actually that tricky. I mean, they're things that we've talked about an awful lot, and judging by the answers, there was no one question which seemed to come up as being the hardest, and what we found was that there was quite a lot of people got 2 out of the 3 right, but they weren't necessarily the same 2 out of the 3 right as other people. So what that said to me was that the questions were fairly evenly matched. Now, the first question was, what was the first locomotive that I bought when I got back into model railways? And I've talked about this over and over again. It was even in the Hornby video that I did for them for their recent Mind the Gap promotion, and that of course was the L&Y Pug, but as number 51222. So the clue there, the blatant clue, was actually that the prize was an L&Y Pug. So that one, thankfully, most people did get right. Now the second question was, what was the original name for Mynydde Tatus before we started calling it the Welsh for Potato
Sorry,
Mountain?
no, that was question 3. Question 2 was, what was the original name of the Monday Club?
Okay. Question 2 was the original name for the Monday Club. Now, you might remember that the name Monday Club kind of grew organically. I think there was a couple of people started talking about it in the chat as that. So, actually,
yeah, the name change is your fault, guys.
So there's Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase. The clue is staring us. I can't really do a Brummie accent on demand. It's a blatant clue. It goes a bit Scouse, but
Everything you do goes a bit Scouse.
There's a bit of a Red Dwarf reference there, but certainly yes. Right, the original name for the Monday Club, of course, Monday Club kind of turned up organically. I think it was some of you guys started calling it that, and we thought it was so good, we just ran with it. But originally, it was called Shed Chat, and the first couple of episodes were done from Trinity Road in the shed. So there was like me, very, very cold, talking to the camera, and they were actually pre-recorded podcasts. Which people could send in questions and stuff. But the blatant clue was actually that if you went and had a look at the playlist that the Monday Clubs are all put into, it's still called Shed Chat. So that was question 2. And the third question was, what was the original name for Mynydde Tatus before we started using the Welsh for Potato Mountain? Now, you might remember that we featured this as a series of videos charting the build, and of course it only started to be referred to as Potato Mountain once the scenery was being built up, and we'd done the terrain and it all got coated in brown plaster. Oh, effectively it was plaster of Paris that we'd added brown paint to form the basis for the grass and that. And people said it looked like Potato Mountain from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And you might remember that up until we adopted that name, which actually I think it was Garthian, aka Warbler Productions, who translated Potato Mountain into Welsh, it was called Project 009. So the blatant clue was actually that I think somebody did ask last week about, because we talked about Super Secret Project 10 was the upside down build, and somebody said, well, what are the other projects? And I said I couldn't tell you because it would give a clue to the questions. And of course, Project 009 was the 009 build. It just happened to be the 9th project that we'd filmed with, so it just got the number 009. Big hello to Wardle Road. See you in Aiden's Railways, Robin Slewer, South Line, Southern Line. We've got a really great turnout. Wangok, Paul Murphy, James Furman, Charles McGowan's Patrick Hill Station, Martin Holstead, who says, evening all, managed to make it on time this week. Life of a truck driver, you know it how it is, eh, Jenny? Absolutely.
So I've got the correct answers. I've put them into here. There's a few of them. Sorry, I've just knocked the speaker. So I am going to now bring up the action camera. Where has it gone? Where have you hidden the action camera?
It's down on the floor somewhere. So those were the correct answers, and I know some of you did manage to get those answers in. So really looking forward to picking these out.
How many correct answers were there, says Dongits? 4 or 5.
Actually, yeah, there's a few in there, so it's not just one person. I was actually quite worried that only one person.
So let's do it. Grab the thing, and let's.
Okay, right. So if I hold this here, so you can see, there is the thing. So I'm going to reach down. I'm going to scrunch around. There's not that many actually. Warbler Production says I got all 3 answers correct then. So I'm going to pick out this one.
And the others are still in there, so...
Oh, they are, yes. So, oh, hold on, it's...
Yes.
There we go. I was showing it to the wrong camera.
Yes, you were.
So they're still in there. And let's see. Drum roll, please. We have Jerry BVR. So, Jerry BVR. Do we have Jerry BVR in the chat tonight? So, that's the winner.
I will contact them via email.
So what we will be doing is we will sending an email to them to confirm their address, so that we can now send out this. So Jerry BVR, congratulations! There we are. Jerry BVR says, "Yay!" So
I'll be contacting you in a second, Jerry.
So do stand by with your emails. What we will do is the Cupboard Monkey will send you an email just to confirm the address to send it to, and that will hopefully go in the post tomorrow. But well done. Our first big... Is this the first time we've done a competition?
Yeah.
Also, we need to do the results of the other one, the film poster, the Gronk film poster.
We do.
Yes.
But we'll do that later on, because I don't want to do them both at the same time.
Yeah, because you haven't prepped for it. So, there we go. Jerry BVR. And this, of course, as well, was used in the Humbrol weathering video. So it's got some light weathering. And it'll be, you know, you probably find that you look at it and you go, God, you gave it a rough time in that Hornby model world. But no, it's, there we go. So well done. And the other correct answers, just to prove, because you guys know if you got all those questions right. So we did have Dave Baker got the questions right. Richard Swiderski also got the questions right, and Dale Williams. So we only had 4 correct answers. And I know that Kelly was like, "Oh, they're a bit
yeah, but
hard."
we only had 7 people take part.
Yeah, we only had 7 people.
I almost thought the other day that we might have to just put everyone's name in who'd taken part.
But Houston WHAP, big hello to you, B Mozer, and I think we've had Wardle Road. John JMC says I think Zoe has forgotten that one. Absolutely. Now we did have some really good entries.
Had some amazing
ones.
ones.
So really impressed. We're going to try and get them up on screen, aren't we? So that we can put them up. And I don't know who has done each of them because I basically studiously not paid attention. So what we're going to do is live on air.
I am going to collate everything now and then put it onto a drive that can go onto there, and then you'll pick which one it is.
Yeah, and do we get many
Again,
entries?
there's not a huge amount, but you'll get to see all of the ones that I
And
can
just
find,
remind us all, what is the prize for the Gronk film poster competition?
A t-shirt of their choice in their size from the All Mouse Media t-shirts.
Absolutely. So we'll need to, again, you need to contact the winner.
I'll do that, no problem.
So the Cupboard Monkey is in charge of contacting and posting out. So there we go. But look, well done to everybody who got the answers right. Even if you didn't send them in, if you did know the answers, then well done for you.
And if you did know the answers but didn't join, you should have.
B Mozer asks, will KR models now drop the new Clayton battery loco. Of course, we've had the announcement today, and I'm trying to remember who actually it was who announced it. But oh my word, Les Cliff has very generously sent £10 on the PayPal.me link. Oh, thank you, Les.
Yes,
you didn't have to. But thank you ever so much for your generosity. That is really, really generous of you. Thank you so, so much. And like I say, Les, we need to get you up here for a Monday Club at some point. But yeah, so I'm just looking actually. I did share the post out earlier on today. So let me just see. I'm trying to find the post now. I'm trying to remember who it was who announced it the other day.
SHGP Media says, I think I'm going to have to enter some of your competitions with that number of entrants. Always enter, even if you think there's going to be a lot of people. Always enter, because if you don't, you've got no chance of winning.
Absolutely, and you know you've got to be in it to win. And we've also got, oh my word, I'm just looking on the Facebook group, the Monday Club Model Railway Facebook group, and there's quite a few of you guys who have got multiples of the JK Monday Club wagon. So there's a picture here from Keith Darvin of 3 Monday Club wagons.
Wow.
That gets a like tickled. But right now I'm just looking to try and find my. Oh gosh, there is a. I'm trying to find the post I put up about the KR. That's really annoying now.
Have you lost it?
I have. Talk to the nice people.
I thought you'd lost it. Jenny has now admitted that she has officially lost it.
Yeah, I lost the plot. You talk to the nice people whilst I try and find the post that the Book of Face is studiously hiding.
Is it hiding from you? Oh,
yeah, this
is it
annoying.
Shy? Is it shy? Oh.
No, here we are. So Revolution. Now, right, this is interesting because Revolution trains more normally do N-gauge, but
Engage.
Yes, but the Class 18 they're doing in 00 gauge. So yeah, KR models. I didn't see anything at Gets actually about the Class 18, so I don't know whether they will drop it. It remains to be seen. We have seen manufacturers go head to head. But in terms of the small manufacturers, small on small, I'm not sure. South Line, Southern Lines has got the Jenny Kirk Monday Club wagon, but wife still won't let me have it until Christmas, even though I've waited all year, cruel wife. And Paul O'Donovan says, the Hornby Model World last week, who is making the new HST? And Jenny, you were very good in it. Ooh, ego massaged.
And
thank you.
You even managed to not crack the camera. It's amazing.
Kev McKay 85 says it's Revolution for Rails of Sheffield. Big hello to Bagnall Dave as well. And I did right. So SHGP Media asks, what are your Monday Club wagons? I'm new here. Now the Monday Club wagon, there are still a few left. They're being sold via Rails of Sheffield, who are handling all of the order fulfillment.
Where is it?
It's here. So this is the wagon that we commissioned by popular demand. And, okay, yeah, there we go. So, in fact, if I just put it on the track there, and you can point it at the track, and then we don't get... So that is the Monday Club wagon. So, just being bowled at the moment by the Ginty. But this here, the Acura Scale MDV, that is the Jenny Kirk wagon.
I need to move. So can you press it back?
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you want me to press the button?
I'm leaning right over.
So we commissioned it, and it's prototypically accurate for probably a mid to late 70s, early 80s liveried MDV. The livery is prototypically accurate based on actual photographs of actual wagons, to which has been added the JK spray tag and empty to wear yard branding. I think somebody's probably posted a link. Yes, Flymo Chairman 1 has posted a link. You can, I think there's a few left. I'm not sure exactly how many. I know that there were less than 10 last week. But it's a really nice wagon. 57305 Northern Princess says KR Models isn't modelling the Class 18, they are doing a different Clayton shunter.
Right.
Of course, yeah, because they're doing the Clayton, was it DHP one? I must admit, I don't remember seeing anything at the Great Electric Train Show, so I'm not sure whether they've made a sort of quiet announcement. But certainly the Class 18 is a new battery electric shunter. The intended purpose of the Class 18 is actually as a green replacement for the now quite venerable and often in the region of 70-year-old Class 8 shunters. They're really getting long in the tooth. Very, very useful. Nothing has really come along to replace them since they were built. So the idea behind the Class 18 is an electric battery-powered shunter that can be used instead of them. So it'd be interesting to see how they turn out. There's a number of them being ordered. And it's the first time we've ever had a Class 18, following on from the Class 17s, the Claytons, in the numbering sequences.
You did like that concrete one, especially when you got it. Who did that for you? The weathering on it?
Iron Horse Railway.
Yeah, Iron Horse, you did an amazing job on that.
Absolutely. Big hello to Francis Wordsworth. And Ian White says, have Flangeway sorted out the salmon wagon yet? Oh, excuse me, very gaseous. The beverage of choice being Diet Coke. I'm trying not to burp, like belch really loudly.
Certainly not directly into the microphone on the echo setting.
yes, my famous echoey burps. B2000 Arrow Toys Channel says, hi Jenny and Zoe, I've worked on my Christmas village and it's looking and feeling even better than last year's. I just need to make a Christmas train cheaply. Any ideas? Well, you can buy some ready-made.
You know what would be a good way of doing a cheap Christmas one? Get a Hornby Railroad and add a little bit of weathering, maybe a little bit of snow on certain parts.
Yeah, something like a Railroad 040 shunter. Flymer once suggests, can you get hold of a little 040 shunter, maybe the Kohler one? And that's interesting. Stevie Film says, Rails allows you to add 1 million JK wagons to your cart. Are you sure they are nearly sold out?
Yes, because...
there were never a million of them to start with, I'll be honest with you. If we'd have sold nearly 1 million of them...
Oh my goodness.
We'd be doing really well.
We'd have had to have been doing really well to have bought them.
Their actual number, they're limited edition and limited to several hundred is actually how many there are. I'm contractually not allowed to give you the precise number, but we can use that as a bin now. Woohoo! Oh, I missed. But suffice to say, it's several hundred.
Yeah, it's not 1 million.
No.
Because the thing to remember is Jen had to pay for these before we could sell them.
Yeah.
We didn't have that kind of money.
No.
I wish we did. You could do this full time.
I keep talking, I got my mouth full.
Just imagine that. Jenny going daily. I don't think you'd be able to do a full couple of hours every day though, would you? There wouldn't be enough to talk about.
No, well, I could do it. Like a radio show.
I suppose, yeah.
I used to do radio shows. David J says, evening everyone, apologies for my tardiness. Had to get some dinner.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Thanks, Gandalf. No problem. It's amazing how Gandalf sounds like Santa.
I'm not aware of how Santa sounds myself.
He was in your Hornby video, remember? When he brought you the stuff to make the Christmas layout.
Oh, interesting. Peter Jackson says, hi all my JK Monday Club mug arrived today and I'm just having a nice warm beverage of choice.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant. 57305 Northern Princess asks, was Securoscale going to sort out the cock-up with the MDV couplings like on the Jenny wagon? Absolutely. You should be able to get replacements sent out for free via, I think, Rails of Sheffield.
Please tell me they're Billy's replacement couplings.
Billy's replacement coupling. Oh, that's a shame that I hadn't thought about that. We could have had some little envelopes printed up to send them out in.
That would have been so good.
Absolutely. Stephen Cameron says Mary's beverage of choice tonight will be Horlicks and brandy. Oh, that sounds like a really good combination.
Yeah.
Paul Murphy asks, Jenny, will you have a Christmas tree in the yard in December? Well, probably. There's lots of conifers, but what I would say is that we do have a Santa's sexy little helper is present on the layout. Oh, you know where it is, don't you? So we don't often. This is a really rarely seen.
Feel free to shout.
So this is a really rarely seen part of. Oops, no, wrong one. This is a really rarely seen part of Weir Yard. So we're just trying to. You can just see those figures there on screen. You might need to get a bit closer.
I have to wait for the train.
The choo-choo train. So here on Weir Yard we have sexy Santa's little helper on the right, and then we've actually got 3 zombies. The zombie figures were salvaged from the Halloween layout on Great Model Railway Challenge, and the sexy Santa.
Was it just because you wanted one?
No, that was actually came from that was one of the fembots from the Dr. Evil's Volcano Lair one.
Fantastic.
So brilliant there. So that's a little bit of Weir Yard that you never normally see. Somebody said Wardle Road's in. I haven't seen his comment yet.
Oh, well, we can summon him. Wardle Road, Wardle Road, Wardle Road.
No. I think you'll find it's New Junction, New Junction, New Junction. Where are you?
Of course, the way to summon Wardle Road is 5-inch gauge, 5-inch gauge, 5-inch gauge.
Yeah, it's like we've got a pasta bake on the go if you want some. But Gary Lewis says, evening Jenny and Zoe and Monday Club members. In queue, try to book COVID booster was number 5,843 in the queue just now. Oh, but why don't they just say call back later? J. Paul Anderson says, Jenny Wagon, not like Mein Kampf, then where virtually the whole German people were, quote, asked to seriously consider, unquote, purchasing an exam. I think it was more a case of you were cordially obliged to. Millions were sold, and indeed Hitler became quite wealthy. I know, yeah, it was...
and he never paid any tax.
No, he didn't. But, anywho, Wardle Road says, hiya!
Told you it worked.
Yeah, so how are you doing there? Great to see you. And also, Ollie, of course, had me on Wardle Wednesdays last Wednesday. And that was actually great fun. I really enjoyed just like shooting the breeze and having a chat on that. We didn't actually, I noticed actually, Ollie did no modelling whatsoever because we just chatted, which is really great. So, it's something that we should do again sometime. But again, Ollie, get yourself up here on a Monday, and we'll do a Monday Club with you live. I think that's really great. And Paul Murphy says there's 2 sexy Santa's helpers in the yard. They're called Jenny and Zoe.
Okay.
Worthington Model Railway says, I like the roving camera.
I had to balance my urge to make a joke there with my urge for Jenny to not slap me and make me live outside.
Yeah, but you do live outside. Right.
No, I don't.
Talk to the nice people so I can savour this chocolate.
Okay, so what have we got in the chat? There's not much going on. Ben Tullett says, what happens if we say Billy's replacement speakers 3 times? I believe that your speakers blow up and you get a phone call saying, I hear you need some speakers. And it'll be in that voice as well. I hear you need some speakers.
Yeah. Alan Reynolds, big hello to PVA J-Cloth. Alan Reynolds says, hi Jenny and Zoe. PVA J-Cloth Alan in the loft doing just that at the moment.
Excellent.
And it's a great technique actually. And it's one that I've used extensively ever since Alan Reynolds shared the secret with me of PVA and J-Cloth. Wardle Road says, we barely spoke about railways, to be honest. Yeah, we just kind of shot the breeze. I can't remember what we were talking about now.
Doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
Had a good time. Somerset Andy says, have to go now. Great stream, Jenny, Zoe, and everyone. You all stay safe. Well, look, you take care as well, and see you next week. Don't forget, everybody, do tickle that like button and share the stream as well. And if you haven't already done so, then do please consider subscribing and clicking the bell for all notifications, and you'll be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. Right. Sue at Putnam Junction, big hello to you. Timothy Kinehard as well. We've got a really good turnout. Mark Wilson, no anti-diesel comments today.
Give it time, it'll be fine.
Actually, no. I've put a load of. Oh,
Has it stopped? It's just spinning its wheels. But is that where the phrase "spinning its wheels" comes from?
I don't know.
Is it going? It seems to be going now. It's happy now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a comment here that requires investigation.
What?
Simon Strain's Model Railway Showcase says, "I wonder what happens if you say Gronk 3 times." Jenny, would you like to try that?
Gronk, Gronk, Gronk. What actually happens is that Zoe gets a little bit sillier than normal.
That's what happens when you say Gronk 3 times, isn't it? Isn't it, Mr. Birdie? You love the Birdie.
Are you finished
too.
messing
The
about
Birdie
now?
loved you
Are
too.
you? Are you finished?
No.
Are you going to grow up now?
No, never, never.
Alan Reynolds says thumbs up at 100, but how many people are watching? If everybody watching gave a thumbs up and shared the stream to social media such as the Book of Face or otherwise, then we'd be doing really well. S. Ale, a big hello to you as well. We've got a really great turnout. Ben Tullett says Gronk, Gronk, Gronk. Don't do that. You know, there was a reason I wouldn't let you get one of those when they were new. Right. Ben Davis asks, "Hi Jennifer, do you know the Great Central Railway is going to be having a model train show in March, and I think it would make a great Monday Club meetup day out. What's the news today in the model railway?" Yeah, I think there's a good few where we do need to have another meetup. It has to be said. It was really good meeting a lot of you at the Great Electric Train Show. So
That was a good day. Actually, it was a good weekend.
John JMC says 272 watching and only 11 likes. No, 111 likes. Ah, right. But Andy Brooks says, "Hey, Jenny and Zoe, last weekend I went to the Space Centre in Leicester. They had a steampunk weekend, mostly of the Star Wars, Doctor Who, etc. But there was a guy there that made a rail layout on a hat. That's what you wanted to do.
Fantastic. A hat, railway, excellent.
See, I think something like, the magnetic trains, like the Feldbahn Railway. I think it's in like 005, something like that. It runs on Z-gauge track, and it hooks down using a magnet and runs on a battery. And I think that running around the brim of a hat with scenery and stuff, all self-contained, and then just walk around a model rail show would actually be pretty cool. So, wow.
Where's your layout? I'm wearing it.
Yes. But it's the perfect combination. You can get into a model exhibition effectively for free, and then you can go and see all the other layouts whilst displaying your own.
Yeah.
B. Mozza says, "We were asked to attend with 247, but the traders will be on the platforms, so very cold in March." I must admit, see,
Put a vest on, you'll be fine.
It's something I would like to explore. So if anybody knows anybody at something like the Great Central Railway, then just give them a nudge, see if they want to invite us down to do the Monday Club Live. Maybe we can sort out having a carriage stuck on the end of the train for the Monday Club, and we can do live broadcast if we can get some kind of Wi-Fi feed.
We could definitely do it via 4G, just on a phone.
Adam Bryant says, "Jennifer E. Kirk started watching you DCC concepts videos and Dad phoned to ask about converting his trains to DCC. Unfortunately, I don't work at DCC Concepts anymore. The commute was really, really arduous. It's about an hour and a half each way. But certainly, the best stop for advice is to actually give them a ring. DCC Concepts are really great at giving help and advice. If you give them a call, then there's an option on the telephone for tech support, and they are really, really good at giving pointers on what you need to do. March West Junction TMD, big hello to you. Dongus Model Row says, I made a top hat that rotated once using a Lego gears driven mechanism. Put the two together and you can do the Escher thing on your head. You'd love that, a rotating top hat on your head.
Yes.
This one
Yes, I would.
really, really does like anything to do with hats. I
don't like anything to do with hats. I do not like a hat tax.
Robert Wintle says, Merry Christmas from Kansas. Well, it's not quite Christmas, but certainly we're getting in the Christmassy spirit here. With we've had the first snow on the ground here. Paul O'Donovan asks Jenny, who's making the new HST? Surprising news in the Horby Model World TV programme. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I've never heard anything about a new HST. I wasn't aware that anybody was planning on making one. It must be said, but they did mention, yes, in the programme that they got wind of it, so maybe it just hasn't been announced. Adam Bryant says, Jennifer Kirk not asking for help, just saying that he started asking at the same time as I started watching your video. Oh, no worries, no worries. I do actually do a lot, in all of my reviews, I do show how to DCC fit the locomotive in question. So if I've done a review on a particular locomotive that you're wanting to DCC fit, then there will be included in that video the DCC fitting guide. Just reading down the comments. John JMC also points out Digitrains as well. Definitely, there's quite a few places that will give help and advice on how to DCC fit and like little bits and pieces that you need to do. Paul Murphy says a rotating hat that would turn a few heads. Wardle Road says this week's Wardle Wednesday guest is Underground Eric. Underground, overground, Ericing free.
The Erics of Wimbledon.
Erics are we. Ray Central 127 says, I have arrived. So,
excellent.
No worries, the emergency is now officially over. Warbler Production says, I've been wearing my top hat with decorations for the Santa trains at Statfold. Looks quite good, along with my regular guards get-up. I can imagine top hats do tend to suit a lot of people.
Top hole.
Yeah, it's top hole. Keegan Hopkins says, hi everyone, thought I'd drop in. Well, a big hello and a warm Monday Club welcome to you. We openly welcome everybody. As we always say, we are all very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? We
welcome everyone because we want everyone to feel like this is their model railway club. Everyone's welcome. We don't judge. We won't say anything's bad if you like it, and we don't expect you to like or dislike anything while you're here.
Absolutely,
this is a show for everyone. So welcome. Hello, welcome.
It's where all the like-minded rail fans out there can meet and get together and just generally just talk trains.
And know that they'll be accepted.
Absolutely, we're accepting of everybody. So welcome along, great to have you in. Don't forget to tickle the like button and share the stream as well. Dylan Shepherd, My Model Railway, says, love the Land Rover. Thank you very much. You'll also notice that we've had some new layout lighting here on Weir Yard.
Yes, we have.
So you can see there Jablight Mountain in all its sunny glory. And I have filmed a video on adding these particular LED lights. They're available very, very cheaply, in the UK at least, from Wilkinson's, although they do look like the kind of thing that would be available in that kind of a store, so like your Woolworths, your Dollarama, that kind of place, around the world. And I suspect that the same product is available rebadged in a number of places.
And if you haven't got a Wilkinson's near you and you're in the UK, Wilco something or other, just search Wilco and they have them LED lights.
Absolutely, they're 15 quid a reel, and a reel goes a long, long way. Adam Bryant says, I have started a 6x4 layout for teaching electronics and model railways.
Cool.
But not had the time or the inclement weather to keep working on it. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, I must admit that throughout lockdown, a lot of people did rediscover or discover for the first time the hobby. And it has been one of the major boons for the hobby is that people have found the joy of actually doing model rail, and the creativity. It's helped keep a lot of people sane. Mikey and Janie on Twitch says that Land Rover looks like a unit Land Rover, expecting the Brigadier to jump out of it. Yes.
Well, that might be why she chose it.
Yeah.
Hello to Mikey and Janie. How you doing?
Yeah, it's like chap with wings, 5 rounds rapid.
I love that one. It's so good.
So Iron Horse Railways is currently 4 subs away from 500. Oh my word! I thought that we got you up to 4 subs off 500 when you were on here a couple of weeks ago. But I'd also like to thank all of the new subscribers, because here on the Jenny Kirk channel we have just passed 16,000. So a big hello to the 800 people who joined in the last week or so. It's really great to see you, and as we said, everybody is welcome.
Becky and Jenny on Twitch says that's from the Demons.
Yes,
it is.
Yes, chap with wings, 5 rounds rapid. Yes, I'm afraid we're massive classic Doctor Who fans.
We are Whovians of the classic order.
I never liked that word, Whovian.
Well, since Trekkies became Trekkers, do you want to be called a Whoer?
It sounds too much like sewer. Ham Shackleton says loads of reels of LEDs, all colours, on Bang Good if you don't mind the wait for the slow boat from China.
Well, there you go then.
And actually, it's something that I know from seeing like Ken Patterson over on What's Neat this week. There seems to be a big issue the world over. Certainly the US has been having huge difficulties in getting stocks in from factories in China, but also shipping them around the country. And certainly in the UK, we're having big problems as well. So what we've seen is, at the moment, there's no expected date showing, or at least there's no expected soon showing on the improved precedent. Oh, what's wrong?
Ian White says, I think I've killed my Gronk. Can we have a moment of silence?
Oh my word, what happened? This is serious. This is right. Well, we're going to have some kind of memorial Gronk. Where's my sound Gronk? So let's 852 it.
Gronk it up for.
Okay, so let me find the right one. Right, so select the logo. 8528. Can people hear it? So, really sorry for your loss. Nobody likes it when a Gronk doesn't make it. But hopefully you may find a way to get your Gronk back on its wheels. But certainly there are many more Gronks out there for a replacement, but we're very sorry for your loss. Who else have we got in? So Kelly Ashford Train says, what have I missed? Unfortunately, we've just heard of the demise of Ian White's Gronk. Really sorry to hear that. But just for you, Kelly, we have got a Bachmann K3 going round on the parcels train. We've got the Thompson 01 doing the DCC Concepts ABC shuttle. We have also got the Bachmann Ginty and the very unusual LMS full maroon livery with train reporting numbers on the bunker, which was a Cheltenham Model Centre special commission from quite some time ago. That is also doing the rounds. And the final steam train going round is we have got a Hornby Schools class. I'm going to change the camera angle so we can see the BR Black Schools class coming round. And this is, I'm not sure which one it is. But we have got not one, not two, not three, but 4 steam locomotives doing the rounds. What's wrong?
Barbados set to remove Queen Elizabeth II as head of state tonight. From midnight, they will become a republic.
Oh, right. Has that been brewing for a while?
Well, I'm pretty sure they haven't just done it off the back of a quick idea this morning. Wow.
Good evening to CJ. And Robert Steers says, I approve of dropping in. That sounds like James Petts. Where is James Petts? So if we say James Petts 3 times, does he appear as well? James
I don't know if he'd approve of that.
James Petts. But A says, hello Jenny, I just received my Monday Club wagon and fitted KDs to it. Might get a few more wagons to make a small rake. Certainly, it has to be said that the Acura Scale MDV and MDO wagons have sold incredibly well. Now, a big hello to Stevie Film as well, and Dave at It's My Model Railway. Apparently, Prince Charles is in Barbados for the ceremony. Kelly Ashford Trains asks, ever thought of running a steamy Santa special, Jenny? Christmas is only a few weeks away. I haven't really thought much about it, to be honest. I may break out the Christmas diorama for next week.
As long as you don't break out in a rash.
Iron Horse Railway says, actual news on Monday Club? No! Well, actually, it has to be said that in the past, we broke the news that we were going into the lockdown originally.
We did.
Because we said right then and there...
News.
We said then and there that we would be here for you guys all the way through lockdown, and we did as well.
We were.
So Wiven Model Railway says, Barbados has been on the cards for several months. The current High Commissioner becomes president.
Yeah, weird that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
John JMC
guys.
says, not the schools class that Kyle has been playing with. Now, right. So anyway, so I'm just going to move over. This is... So Flamachan One says, was that my PC? Well, what's happened?
I plugged in a USB drive and went boom.
Oh, right. So that everybody heard the sound.
Yes.
Right. This is the competition that we've been doing all month to win one of the Jenny Kirk t-shirts in a size and style of your choice from our merch store. And so I don't know who have done these, but we're going to be choosing a winner now. So if you've entered the Gronk film poster competition, let's go over now. And so on the screen, we've got a girl, a guy, and a Gronk. I like this. And this is what we were going for. Basically, Photoshop in some kind of Gronk theme to a film poster. I like the way you've gone classic on this. With the Freightliner liveried Gronk at the top there, but a girl, a guy, and a Gronk. That's really good, actually. So let's work through all of the different...
Yes, before you make a decision.
Well, obviously.
Can I... Where's the button? There it is.
Yeah. Oh!
Zoe Robinson, Jenny Kirk, Gronkbusters. They're here to shunt the world.
Yes. Well, who are you going to call? I like that. And we've got the rail blue Gronk in the middle. But I like the fact it's incorporated our names as well.
That is quite cool.
So
actually.
really, really good. So,
yeah. Episode 4, A New Hump. Gronk Wars on Weeing Out.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I also like the fact that they put like train-related hats and like pipe whistle and the old fag end in the corner of the mouth. That's a really good touch.
What's the Darth Vader saying? I'm to daddy. That is very good.
I'm to daddy.
Oh,
2021, a Gronk Odyssey. Oh, there's the Gronk. Yeah, I see it. Nice and subtle. Nice and subtle.
those are weird outfits, aren't they?
They are. Well, it's a Stanley Kubrick film.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that. It's subtle, but it's good. And again, a quality, tasteful, old school poster. So, what have we got now? Oh, Gronk Story.
Another good use of the blue and yellow one for the Gronk.
Yeah. That's
That may, in fact, be the
I
same
think that's the
picture.
same base photo from the Gronk Busters. That's good. So,
Gronk's like it's hot.
Ooh, ooh.
Warp the production says there was a TARDIS on there as well.
Oh,
on the
was there?
Gronk was.
Oh, that's actually really, really good. So, Dr. Gronk.
That is so you.
Yeah.
Even though you're not a Modern Who fan, I think you could pull off that outfit.
Well, that looks a lot like there's an album cover from my friend Bruno Greif, who did the music for the Not War of the Worlds music.
Oh, yes.
And one of his album covers is done like that, shot in the desert just outside Haifa. But what have we got? So we've got the comedy hit of the year, the Gronkfield Thunderbolt. Excellent.
In Technicolor.
Yes, oh, should be in techno colour. Right, so what's this? Oh, I do love a St. Trinian's one. The Great St. Trinian's Gronk Robbery. Oh, dear. Filmed on the Longmoor Military Railway. So if you know the Longmoor Military Railway, you can actually pick out the locations. And they used one of the austerities with a fake tanks put on it for some reason to make it look like a J50. And I'm not quite sure why they went to all that trouble. So we've got now Murder on the Gronk Express. Ah, wow.
Right down the bottom there's the Gronk.
Yeah.
Very nice. I think I watched that programme.
What, Murder on the Gronk Express?
You know what I'm on about.
Oh, a Clockwork Gronk?
Where's the Gronk?
I don't know.
Oh, my poor headsies.
Ah. Oh! The type of Gronk that swept Weir Yard is here. The Gronking. That's actually really well done. It's like, here's Gronky. I like that one. That's
that is
good.
great.
That's really good. Oh, wow. Is that all of them?
That's all of them. Oh, yeah.
So let's go back through. So we've got the Gronking.
Gronking.
That's definitely a good one. The
Clockwork
Gronk.
Gronk. I'll let you read them out.
Murder on the Gronk Express. The Great St. Trinian's Gronk Robbery. The Gronkfield Thunderbolt. Dr. Gronk. Gronk's Like It Hot. Gronk Story. 2021, a Gronk Odyssey. Gronk was it? Where's the TARDIS? Oh,
Right
yes,
down
at the bottom. And that one's I'm daddy. I do like that with the way that they put the hats and the fag ends and the pipe and
There's
stuff.
a lot of work on it.
That is a good one, yeah. And Gronk Busters, they're here to shunt the world. And then a girl, a guy, and a Gronk. And this is so is that's the first one.
That's all of them.
So I'm just having a look. So Iron Horse Railway says Gronk Wars so far for me. What's everybody else got to say? Oh, John Walters is hello in Chili Bolton. Well, hello.
Hello there from Chili Bolton.
Yeah. We had our first snow of the year. Ben Tullett says I love the Gronking one. Yeah, actually, Iron Horse Railway says Gronk Wars. It's clever, has comedy elements and other tiny details, and is well made. You didn't do that by any chance, did you? It'd be a bit naughty if you.
I don't see any way to show them all, so I'll just leave this up.
Yeah. So and carry on, Gronk. Oh, hold on. Yeah, John JMC says Gronk Wars wins for me. Southern Train Girl likes the Gronking. So I think that actually we've got... Gronk Wars says Mark Wilson. Gronk Wars says Mike at Putnam Junction. Kev McKay85 says Gronk Busters for me. Joe Smith for
Simple
Gronk Wars.
but effective.
Yeah, I think Gronk Wars is edging it, though. Looking at the comments, lots of people...
But Jenny, which one is it for you?
I think for me, it's between Gronk Wars and the Gronking. Where are we? At the end. The Gronk. For me, it's between those two.
Gronk Wars and the Gronking, eh?
Yeah. So I don't know. They're not both from the same person, are they? Are they different people? Or...
I'm not going to tell you.
So I'm thinking Gronk Wars myself. But this one is definitely tickling me. So what do you think?
It's your choice.
A lot of people are. I think it's fairly well split between the Gronking and Gronk Wars. John JMC
They'd like
says,
you to make a vote poll.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to create a poll, and I think clearly it's the running is between the Gronking and Gronk Wars. So we're going to make a poll. And we're going to put up that poll between those two. I think I can't decide between the Gronking and Gronk Wars. So we'll put a poll up. How long are we going to let it run for? I think till maybe till 1:15. Actually, no. Let's give it 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Although Joe Smith says give them both the prize, joint winner.
It's a possibility. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what's in the
one
kitty.
Option.
What, Gronk Busters? Okay, so...
Since a lot of people mentioned it, so we've got 3 options.
Okay, so there's the poll. Where does the poll actually go?
It should have arrived. There it is.
Right, so we've got the poll up. So... Get voting now, and so you've seen those 3.
We'll close the poll at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
4 minutes.
I keep looking at that and going, it's only 5 to 6, and then it's like, oh, you're not even doing the Monday Club at 5 to 6. The clock stopped, basic. Iron Horse Railway says, a literal war of Gronks. So don't say that we don't ever do interaction. There's some really good ideas being suggested, but we need what we need is to see the posters. But we had some great entrants.
Go back to your screen.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Otherwise, we're leaving one on screen now.
Yeah, we do actually.
That's wrong, isn't it?
Kelly Ashford Trains though says these posters do not go down well with me. I'm really sorry about that, but it was the bit of fun that we were having with the prize being, remember, there is a T-shirt from our merch store of choice, of size choice as well, to the winner. So, hey, we're just giving stuff away today, aren't we?
Yeah, of course we are.
So we've done this to, is it Jerry BVR, did we say, who won this? So, but we should have the poll. Come on, people. We need to see what are people voting for at the moment. I don't know, where is the poll? Can I actually see what people...
You can't see what people are voting. It won't show you it.
Oh, right. So nobody actually knows who's winning until the end, apart from us.
Until the end, yeah.
Right, so...
We know what's in the lead because it's on screen for us, but we can't show you guys what's on screen. Yes.
I can't actually see it.
That's okay.
It's going to be a close one, actually. But also, Flymo Chairman 1 says, want to buy the Jenny Kirk Monday Club mugs, T-shirts and books. And there's a link there. So, what you need to do is, can we get the stream back so I can see what's going on?
Yes, of course you can.
Yes, lovely. Worthington Model Railway says, need to run, see you later. Look, you take care, and we will catch you in a bit. Right,
What's wrong?
No. Kelly's not happy. But we did put, hey, come on, Kelly. We did put 4 steamers on for you. Egg Rider says you can see the poll once you have voted. Oh, right. So if you voted, you can see who it's with. Don't share that in the chat. But come on, people. How long have they got to vote?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Big hello to Timbersurf, Phil Metcalf, Micah Puddingjunk said the percent's on the top right now. Yeah, if you voted, you can see how the way it's gone. Dominic Zed says,
so far.
Jenny, here are some good Gronkified titles. Gronkline, Gronkers, Dronner's Parody, Bask Up, Tony Gronker, and Gronkmas Vacation. So, always on the news with our Kickline correspondent, Dominic Zed. Kev McKay, 85, says, what was the news about the improved precedent class? Now, this is not official. This is going off what people are saying, but it's
Jenny,
not...
are you suggesting that you're just purveying many scurrilous rumours?
Scurrilous. I love that word, scurrilous. Write it down. We should use it more in everyday conversation. So what we need to do is just take it with a pinch of salt. But the improved precedent, the Cali 812 and the V2, as far as we can tell by reading between the lines, we're not entirely sure that they have left China yet. Now, don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong.
And the final vote is coming in because we are about to end the poll in 5.
So you may have a little bit more of a weight on the improved precedent, the Cali 812 and the V2, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
1.
And the poll is now ending. So finally, let's see. How do we? Where does it show us? Right, which one wins? Gronk Wars scored 57%, the Gronking 26%, and Gronkbusters 16%. 122 of you voted. So
that is a resounding win.
And that is actually Gronk Wars takes it. I thought it might do, but we never say we're not a democracy here. We put it to the vote, the top 3. So thank you ever so much.
So thank you very much to Chris Froud, who created the Gronk Wars poster.
Excellent. Do we have an email address?
I do not have it, but he is on Facebook in the Monday Club group, so I'm about to send him a message.
So we're going to send Chris his message to let him know that he has won the competition and to ask him to pick out a t-shirt of his choice from the merch store and let us know the size, and we'll get that ordered and sent out to him. So there we go. We've really done quite well. Ian White says, new motor ordered for my beloved Gronk. It's been admitted to the intestine care unit. Pray for the Gronk. What make is it? Is it a new Hornby, an old Hornby, a Hornby 00, a Lima, or is it a Bachmann? Just curious.
Valley's 56XX says, that was my work. Right.
Where did you get it from?
I got the name off the person that said had posted it.
Somebody posted that on Facebook. We need to get to the bottom of that. So bear with us. We will sort that out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see what's going on in the Facebook group because I only saw it once. Right.
Okay. So,
I'll look into it.
So we're just going to look into that. So bear with us.
Right, yeah. I'll look it up and see what happens.
Right, we're gonna just.
John Walter says the vote was rigged. Recount.
But look, oh wait a minute.
Valley's 56XX says I'm Chris Froud. Okay.
Okay, mystery solved. So,
don't make me scared like that. I thought there was a problem.
Don't do that. We thought somebody had plagiarised you, but no. Oh, that's goodness. Brilliant. So, Valley's 56XX. Actually, if you can drop an email to zoe@zoerobinson.com and just explain, if you put in the title, winner of poster competition or something like that, and just let Zoe know the address to send the t-shirt to. Pick something out. Tell her which one of the t-shirts in our merch store that you would like and in what size, and we will get that arranged and sent out to you. Now, I don't know, how long do they normally take to send out? Are they fairly quick, or...?
It's probably not going to get there in time for Christmas.
Yeah, so...
But I will try my best.
we will get that sorted. It'll probably be sorted tomorrow, and pending getting size and which colour and style you want. But we will get that sent out as fast as we can. Iron Horse Railway says, wow, literally minutes of suspense. But look, thank you for that. Barry Taylor says, did you gain any of replies, Jen? Any replies to what? Sorry. Ruben Ashwell, absolutely. I thought there was some brilliant entries from everyone. Absolutely. And also, if anybody wants to share the URLs to their own videos, must be your own videos, don't share other people's, for showing on the Monday Club, then also you send that to Zoe at zoerobinson.com. But if you put Monday Club in the title, then we can do that. We can also share photos of your model as well. It's just the reason we say to put that in the title is it just helps the cupboard monkey to find it. So yeah, so there we go. Not one, but 2 competitions. Never say that we don't do all the great stuff. Gosh, it's getting warm up here. I'm going to take my fleece off. Kelly Ashford Train says, if a heavy fall of snow doesn't delay deliveries first. Of course, is it the Tan Hill Inn, the one which is the most remote pub in the UK? They're settling in for a 3rd night, although apparently there's still plenty of booze. So
well, that's all right.
They're quite happy. But I think that's the place which is in the Everest double glazing video. Do you remember from the 80s? I think that's the same pub. But yeah, Valleys 56XX, absolutely well done to everyone else who entered. They were all really good. And actually, I have to say, I really like that Gronking one as well, and the Gronk Busters.
I
really great. Yeah. So there's some really, really great entries there. So thank you ever so much to everybody who entered. So we've got 2 winners today. We've had the winner of the T-shirt competition. I nearly said the winner of the wet T-shirt competition. But also,
that's not until the summer.
yeah, it's too cold for that. Oh, my word. Iron Horse Railway says, well, if we have more diesels out in the line, global warming will help melt the snow, Kelly. Oh, well, actually, I think steam locomotives cause more pollution than diesel loco, it has to be said. There's a reason why things like the Class 15s were immediately moved into London to displace steam locomotives. Such was the pollution problem. Penna Lane TMD says the Tan Hill pub in the advert burnt down. Oh my word, that's a shame. So I presume then it's been rebuilt. Mark Wilson says, cheer up, Kelly, it's nearly Christmas. Oh, don't worry. Right, interesting. Penrith Road says, hi, Jen, regards Bankman's V2. I was in my local model shop last. The Bankman rep was there and said the V2 and the new Class 47s are due in the 3rd week of December to Bankman. So that suggests that's 21. That's nearly 30 days. So that suggests they have just left China. So yeah, that does actually. That does actually tally with what I'd heard, which was that there was no coming soon estimate, because at the time they were still to leave China. The Spook DeVille, great to see you. It's been a while. Says, gorgeous hair, Jen. Sorry to be personal. Lots of respect. Love the videos with you and Zoe. Rog Dave Kidderminster. So thank you ever so much. My hair is just basically way too long. But it goes wavy. If I plait it when it's wet and then let it dry, it goes nice and wavy. So I tend to wear it down the holiday. But I do need to get it trimmed. So I'll probably get it put into a bob.
Hive Kent says, good grief, what's wrong, Zoe? Oh, you don't want to know.
What? What have you done?
Yeah.
That's a can of worms. Hello, Pandora. Shall we open this box?
I have a lot of issues, let's put it that way. Autoimmune disorders attack your lungs sometimes.
Should have just left it at issues.
Also, it's winter and I've got asthma, so I'm going to cough. What we got here? James Pett says, do you have snow up there? No,
yes.
It's just the way she walks.
And I believe I saw James Pett. I approve of James Pett having made it. Better late than never. I did say your name 3 times to see whether you'd turn up, but yes, you did eventually. Valleys 56XX says, you do not want to see me in a wet t-shirt. David Scott says, if I remember correctly, the Tanhill pub has its own coal seam. Oh, that's interesting. Right, Flymo Chairman wants says good evening to James Pett. Tim's Muller Railway in different videos. Are you going to do people's videos and pictures tonight? Absolutely. So, Cupboard Monkey, do we have
We've got a few, yeah. I was thinking of starting it at past.
So, we're going to be starting that at past. And James Pett says, I approve of Jennifer E. Kirk's approval. Well, I approve of your approval of my approval. So, John Walters is back after his shop. So, welcome back. And XMG12, big hello to you. Barry Taylor, Merry Christmas to you both, So and Jenny. Thank you ever so much. And the same to you as well. And James Pett says, I often can't come for the first hour on a Monday as I have a clashing meeting.
Oh,
that sounds like something that needs rescheduling, I believe. But I know you do some very important work, and I suspect it's not the kind of meeting you can just go, nah, can we do that some other time?
I need to go and watch my show about trains.
Yeah. Manthony 1956 says, how times have changed. It used to be things were on a slow boat to China, now it's a slow boat from China.
It's still a slow boat, though. Some things never change, do they?
And of course, as predicted, James Pett approves of infinite regression. Yes, and surely an infinite regression would be an iteration towards infinity. Am I right?
Are you trying to sound smart?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Kelly Ashford Train says an N-gauge highly signal box is on the way to me from eBay. Ooh.
Nice.
Anyone know where we all see highly signal? But that's on the Severn Valley Railway, isn't it? Highly signal box. Dominic Z, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny, here are some really hilarious Gronkfield titles. Gronk Formers Generation 2, Dire Gronk, the Japanese toy line for Gronk Formers, Initial Gronk, and Gronk Bond Jr. Absolutely.
Yes, I remember Diaclone and all that. Wow. So yeah, Dire Gronk.
And Mark Wilson says, Jenny, I love your intro to the Upside Down video, time travel. Absolutely. And the thing was, I felt afterwards, it's like, oh, actually, that could be taken the wrong way. Because I was talking about, oh, and if you're in another lockdown, then what the heck have you been doing? I genuinely filmed that intro back when we just finished filming. So it was genuinely filmed back in, was it January or February this year?
And I can genuinely confirm that I had to hunt this footage down in our archive.
Yeah, definitely. And so that was a little bit tongue-in-cheek because I thought, oh, well, we'll be out of the thing then. But do you remember last year they were saying, oh, we'll be out by summer? Yeah, right.
They didn't say which summer.
No. But yeah, so that's the story behind that. The entire video was filmed over 6 months ago. Kelly Ashford Train says, yes, it is on the Severn Valley Railway. John Walters says, does anybody watch Bullseye on Challenge TV? Oh, great, smashing, super. Everybody loves a bit of bully.
I loved Bullseye as a kid.
Oh, everybody watched it.
I used to watch it with my granddad.
Yeah. Really, it was like, it's just what that and Big Break was another one.
Oh, it's only a game, so put up a real good fight.
Yeah. Give them the rules, John. Put as many balls as you can. Jerry BVR says, I thought it was an Australian layer.
Suggests that it was made up bullshit. Does anyone else know or remember the BBC comedy Oh Dr. Beeching?
Yes. Yeah.
And Jenny has a funny story about Oh Dr. Beeching.
I submitted an outline for a 6-part series and the pilot episode full script to the BBC. And they said that they liked it, and it was set around a railway station on British Rail, actually set around sort of like the 1990s, so up to date one. And it was supposed to
click over there.
I don't know. You catch.
I knocked something and it went click. There.
I don't know what I know.
No idea. Anyway, what were you on about?
So basically, it was set on a railway station, and it was a comedy around the staff. And BBC said, yes, we quite like that, but we'd need a full 6-part series. Can you write all 6 episodes? So I thought, oh my word, yes, we're in here. And I went away, and over the space of a few weeks, I then took my 5 extra synopses and I turned them into the scripts for the episodes. In the meantime, Oh Dr. Beeching had come out and didn't do as well as they were thinking it would. And so instead of heralding the introduction of a bandwagon, which I would have ridden the wave on, they turned around and said, actually, we're not going to commission anymore. So that's the story of how I nearly got a 6-part sitcom commissioned by the BBC. And, you know, we're going back a long time now. 20 plus years. God, I can't even remember how long it's been.
Yeah.
But there we go. Anyway, Paul Murphy says, Jenny, I won't say Merry Christmas to you until the last Monday Club before Christmas. And do we know what day of the week is the Monday Club? Sorry, is Christmas on even? Do we know what day of the week it's on?
I don't
And James
know.
Pett says, oh, that is an unfortunate sequence of events. Such a near miss. Unfortunately, I think, as the expression goes, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck when it comes to writing for television. Because I've also been part of the team that developed the B project that was the, in case James May didn't go for the James May's Toy Stories, I was in the group of 3 people who were actually coming up with an alternative idea for a series, and we didn't get ours picked up on. So we came up with it's like Midlife Crisis on a Budget is what we actually came up with. So I've had quite a lot of near misses, to be honest with you. But don't forget to tickle the like button, share the stream as well, and also to subscribe if you've not already done so. So right, Penna Lane TMD says plenty of program makers would look at it now, surely. Unfortunately not, and I think somebody did ask. I did quickly see a comment, but I can't remember. It may have been James Petts who said it. Do I still have the script? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I do have a 12 gigabyte drive on a computer downstairs, which is, I just call it the depository, and it's where most but not all of the things I've ever written are sat on it as Microsoft Word 97 or .txt files. I must go and have a look, but to be honest with you, humour's one of those things that does sometimes, more often than not, date. So you've seen it with things like Abigail's Party. Everybody raved about that in the 70s, and it's just not funny anymore. I tried watching we were watching Seinfeld, and it didn't feel funny anymore.
The thing about Seinfeld is everyone copied it.
And
so
improved.
Every show that we've loved since the late 80s has basically copied Seinfeld, and at this point it's so copied that you see all the beats coming, and that kills it. But there are still some good jokes in it. But that's what happens, and comedy moves on and it gets dated. Some things are universal, but most things aren't. That's just how it is.
It's very difficult in comedy to write something that's timeless.
Yeah.
And actually, most people, myself included, can't do that.
It's
So
like-
it was too much of its time. But I have mined those scripts for jokes, and some of the jokes have been reworked into what I've fed you for All Over the House scripts.
And other things, well, you did the entire book, Day Trippers.
Oh yes, there is a book called Day Trippers that was reworked from what I did was I took, I think it was either episode 4 or episode 5 of the sitcom, and I reworked it, pulling in a lot of the jokes from the other episodes to try and make it like machine gun funny, what I call machine gun funny, which is, I hate these comedy programs. So it used to really irritate me in the 90s, where you'd spend 5-10 minutes building up to one joke and then you'd start again, build up one joke. And I was very much a subscriber to the John Cleese philosophy, which is what he did with Fawlty Towers. And it was like bish, boom, boom, boom. It was basically, you'd do the conventional build up to a joke, but it would be littered with other jokes on the way. I have to say that I thought that was a great way to write stuff. So when I did the book Day Trippers, I pulled in a lot of other jokes. But even then, comedy doesn't always date well. So
Yeah.
if I took a look at that book now, I'd probably cringe. It's out of print, and to be honest, deservedly so.
It's like, let me give you an example. I'm a comedian, I've studied comedy. The oldest joke that I can think of right now is a Roman one, and it's from a Roman sitcom. They used to do a lot of what we would call a sitcom now. They were theatre productions, and it's between two guys. One guy hands a note to another, and the guy opens the note and says, "Do you keep chickens?" And the first guy says, "No, why?" He says, "Because it looks like a chicken wrote this." And see, that kind of thing still works. There are certain jokes that are timeless, and taking the mick out of people is one of those things.
Yeah, but most jokes, the trouble with a lot of comedy is that, the technical term is butt monkey. You always have the butt of a joke, and always called it the butt monkey. Who's going to be the butt monkey in this sketch? And unfortunately, a lot of comedy comes from taking the rip out of people or bunches of people that at the time seems perfectly okay, but then later on doesn't. And that's why you get a lot of jokes that don't age really well. But then, and absolutely, John Walters, Laurel and Hardy are magic. And Laurel and Hardy,
one where the bootleggers have poured the alcohol away because the police were coming, and they poured it down a well, and then Laurel and Hardy come along and start drinking from the well.
I like the music box on the and it's like some of the simplest ideas, and it's just the way that they do it. It's really, really great. So if anybody wants to send in very, very quickly the URL to share their videos with us, send it to zoe@zoerobinson.com and put Monday Club in the title. You can also send pictures of your model railway as well. So let's have a look. Didn't even know I was a member of Company Shop. I thought I had an email. But don't forget to tickle that like button, share the stream too, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And also do check out our merch down below in the description box. Really, really great ideas for things that you can buy for presents for yourself, presents for other people. John Walter says the Laurel and Hardy murder case, the one with about
I don't remember that one. I'll have to watch it.
We've got the complete Laurel and Hardy here. We bought them all on DVD. I was like that PG Tips advert where the guy goes, "Do you know this piano's on my foot?" And he goes, "No, but if you hum it, I'll play it." That always sticks in my mind as being a timeless joke.
Ham Shackleton has a brilliant one. A young artist exhibits his work for the first time, and a well-known critic is in attendance. The critic approaches the artist and says, "Would you like to hear my opinion of your work?" "Yes," the artist replies. "It's worthless," says the critic. I know, the artist replies, but let's hear it anyway.
Oh,
Yes, I love it.
Oh, everybody write that one down. That is such a good put down if anybody puts you in that position.
Oh, that is so good.
Penna Lane TMD says, I'm a member of Company Shop. They're not that cheap. Yeah, I must have signed up when I was working for NFT a long time ago, but it's the first time they've ever sent me a newsletter via email. Wamgok says, well, guys, time to go now. See you next week. Stay safe and bye. And don't forget, everybody, well, look, you take great care of yourself, but don't forget, everybody, that you can catch up with any bits that you've missed or re-watch the stream for all of the best bits, because this stream does become a regular video after the stream has finished.
It's like magic.
Magic!
Transformers!
Magic! Valleys 56XX says, I had the Laurel and Hardy episode where they played instruments in the snow as a recurring dream when I was a child. It was quite entertaining. It was a shame when it stopped. Aww. Paul Murphy suggests a good idea for a Christmas Monday Club competition is a Christmas joke competition. We'll have to check and see what's in the prize budget, because we've had not one but two today.
Yeah. I'm not sure we could do a third. We'll have to wait and see.
Right, anyway, Ben Tullett says, Billy's replacement jokes. And actually, you do know that a Billy's replacement joke would be followed by an exceptionally loud which would blow your speakers and thus leave you in the market for a Billy's replacement speakers. Jerry BVR says, my boss calls me computer because I go to sleep if left unattended for 10 minutes. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm here all week.
Whether you like it or not.
Oh dear. Yeah, interesting. XMG12 says, pulled out a few of my Just William books a few weeks ago. After a few minutes of coughing up spores and dust, etc., a quick flick indicated the comedy within did not age as well. A bit off, I can imagine.
Unfortunately, a lot of things are off their time.
And Iron Horse Railway says, a rim shot. Yeah, but no, it's just like a rim shot. That's like some kind of trick shot where it's like, I'm telling you, I can hit the toilet bowl from over here. The Growler Blackwood Engage layout, great to see you. Says, had a very important job today, compiling my Christmas list. Very difficult to stop putting on very expensive logos. I know the theory. When people say to me, well, there must be something that you want for Christmas, it's like, yeah, and you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I want it is I can't afford it either. Oh dear. Right. How are we doing on time? Are we nearly up to...
Yeah, we're about ready. I've just made sure I've compiled the list, and I've been through the spam folder to find some as well. So
you've made a list and you've checked it twice to see who's been naughty or nice.
Yes. Santa Claus is coming to town, whether you want to or not.
Linnet12DD, big hello to you. Says a bass drum, a snare drum, and a crash cymbal fall off a cliff. There's a video. Oh, what's his name? Somebody Scott. The guy who's become huge on YouTube. I think his very first video was pretty much just that. Tim's Muller in different videos. Yeah, loads of people are saying TARDIS between the brake fans.
Yeah.
Where?
Have you only just noticed?
No, people have been saying from time to time. Like you're normally like
I've been working on the contests behind the scenes.
Where? I can't see it.
Behind the scenes, man. Behind the scenes.
Because I think Warbler Productions, no surprise there, but spotted it, I think, first, in fairness. But,
well, they've just seen me pick it up now. We've spoiled the magic, man.
Yeah, but maybe his battery was flat. Penna Lane TMD, my dad's bought me a cooker for Christmas. Haha. Do you think he's hinting? And for your next gift, oh, look, it's a turkey.
Let's get it in that cooker.
Stefan Svensson says Music Box is one of the best Laurel and Hardy films. Absolutely. That and Big Business. I think we should have a Laurel and Hardy film before we go to bed tonight.
But we've been watching Rockford Files.
Right. Dongit's Model Railway says, since leaving commercial media behind, I'm very difficult to get presents for. See, I never gave up on vinyl LPs. So vinyl LPs, if you know what I'm into, what I've the difficulty is knowing what I've actually already got, because I do have a lot. It's about 5,000 LPs. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm loading up.
So SHGP Media says we have a TARDIS and Daleks on our layout too. We don't have Daleks. We need to get. There was a company that did 3D printed Doctor Who and Daleks and Cybermen and stuff in the right scale. We'll
need to get some of those.
We need some.
We need it. We need it, Gromit. We need it.
I need my precious.
My precious.
Right. Penalane TMD says he likes me baking cakes. Yeah, it's the funny thing is that you and I will get on really well because I like eating cakes. Right. So are we going to move over?
I am trying to get this loaded up on your computer, but of course everything's running at the same time here, so it slows down a bit. Right, here we go with the stuffs.
Oh, now that's an interesting idea. Dongit's Model Railway suggests get the set of 3 TARDIS, Dalek, and film camera all in the right scale.
Oh, that sounds brilliant.
Yeah, because then you could actually have a little setup of them filming an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah. Do you have a quarry on here?
Yes. Over there.
Then we shall have to have it set up in the quarry.
David, it's my Model Railway, says Rocket Railways do the 00 Daleks. Kelly Ashford Train says I've been thinking of replacing Scotty for some time. Or is he in that pose with the beam me up?
Steam me up, Botty.
What's that? Is the reception better if I stand over here? Oh yeah. Penalane TMD says, haha, yeah, that's the bit I like too. Eating cakes. SHGP Media says, I'm working on a number of different cameos. I've seen you can pick up Where's Wally. Yes, because he visited our layout from the shop that does them. Really lovely model. Mr. Bean, Fred Dibner, and others. I like the idea that obviously the Doctor Who ones. But you can have... I like the idea as well of having... Because you can get... where's it gone? Somewhere. Where's Gene Hunt's car? You can actually... Oxford Rail did... Oops.
Are you breaking everything?
Yeah, breaking it as we speak. How is that stuck to the... Oh, that's stuck down. So you can get... You can get Gene Hunt's Ford Cortina from Life on Mars.
Oh. Sorry if anyone just got a loud noise
Billy's
there.
replacement speakers.
Because Jenny didn't turn off the sound on...
Oh, and I bet it was loud as well.
Because it was an advert, so of course it was loud.
Yeah. Oh, interesting point though. Gwion Rhys Davies says if you're on about Rocket Railway's Doctor Who models, they are stolen models and unlicensed.
Oh.
So thank you for pointing that out actually. So we will not get
We'll
them.
avoid that.
Having worked in the music industry, well certainly the radio end of music industry, and having well actually no, technically I have worked in the music industry because I wrote the liner notes for some Terrier Poison tracks.
Yes.
Yeah, I must admit that I did have a very hard line even from back in the day whenever I found people with little stalls selling hooky copy DVDs. And there was one in the Durham Student Union building. He had a stall and he'd always rock up and be selling CDs. And I went down and had a look and they were all pirate discs. Like every single one. And they were the ones where, you know, that you could get you could print onto the top like a paper label.
Yeah.
They were like that with all printed inlays. Trying to make them look legit, but with fake made up record company stuff. And I just marched straight up to the union president's office and reported and said, you know, they're selling pirate CDs.
It's just not right.
Never saw them in there again, but they've been there every week. And when I went to have a look, I suddenly realised they were selling hooky CDs.
Sounds about right. Okay, guys. Apologies for the sound.
Ooh,
So here we go. This one is from Philip Page over in West Horton. So hello to Philip.
Big hello.
Here you go.
So let's just. So there we are. War of the Worlds. Oh, from good God, 2019.
Philip says, "Hi Zoe, Kitchen Railway Company here from West Horton here. This is my video of the recent Bolton Model Railway Society's Open Day, featuring the Rail Riders War of the Worlds layout."
It's nice to see it get some use, to be honest. So this
Yeah.
is the layout. Actually, myself, Les Cliff, Melanie, also
Sven from
Sven from Modiana Schwags Magazinette. So we all built this, and it's nice to see it up and running. Les did that amazing back scene. Ooh. I've got that Class 3 shunt, the Model Zone exclusive of 03179. I like the Network Southeast Class 8 Gronk as well. I don't have one in that livery, but I do want one. So really, really nice.
I like that they're trying to merge it in with the other ones, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Are they? It looks like it's going into another layout, or are they just
No.
separate?
It just happens to be.
So it's just the angle.
The angle of the dangle. So it looks really nice, and they've repaired one of the tripods as well, which is really good. It's all Network Southeast. Nice to see that they've got a unified style. There's one of the tripods. They were built by Melanie. Really, really good.
She's done a hell of a job with them, I have to admit.
Yeah. We should at some point get her down there to repair them so that they work.
And also maybe to do a talk on how she did it.
That's a good point there. Anybody from Bolton Model Rail Society, then do let us know. We'd love to do something, maybe do a Monday Club Live from there. We did talk a little bit about doing that before lockdown hit. So that's definitely something that...
Perhaps someone from there can come on the Monday Club.
Absolutely. Or we could just go down there.
Could do both.
So if anybody from Bolton Model Rail Society wants to get in touch, we can perhaps sort something out. I think it would be really good for all of us.
What I really like about this layout is, you had the scratch build challenges.
Yeah.
You can't see where the scratch build challenges are, because you've blended them so well.
Yeah. So that little spur there on the right, that was actually what was to connect it to the next layout. So it was used once for a train to go through the three layouts, and so now it's just like a little spur. Those trees there, they were seafoam trees, and that's what Les actually spurred the making of those. He showed us how to do them, and they've stood up really well.
Yeah.
So that's a seafoam tree that has not exactly been in the haven't really been in the most favourable environment. They've been bounced around a lot in the backs of vans, stored in a warehouse, and then stored in this environment. And those seafoam trees have really done quite well. Gwion Rhys Davies says the smoke and lasers really made the layout pop on the show. Absolutely. And it's very difficult to do that in a kind of model rail exhibition environment. Certainly you don't want to be spraying that fake smoke stuff everywhere. And the lasers, you've got to be careful, because they really are lasers. And you don't want to be staring at them, because it will damage your eyes.
XMG12 was saying what we're all thinking.
What?
Ooh la!
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Don't get us
dun,
copyright
dun.
striked.
Oh, come on. You really think that my singing is that good? But that was one of the scratch build challenges. The oil tank on fire that you see there, and the security chain link fencing as well. But yeah, I'd love to do something with Bolton Model Rail Society if they want to sort out with us, and we'll do a Monday Club Live there at some point. I think it would work really well if we can. I don't know what to... Oh, this is a nice layout.
Oh, wow. I like the way they've done those walls.
Yeah, lots of different layers. And look at the scenery at the back. Multi-layer. Yeah. I think it's N-gauge. I could be wrong. I have a feeling it's N-gauge.
Look at this. It could be for the depth, but that is nice.
I like the fact it's got stuff on different levels.
Oh,
wintry. There you go.
Christmas train.
Yes, a nice wintry layout.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Choo-choo.
Beep,
Brum,
beep.
brum. You're there, yeah.
So little Christmas fair.
Yeah,
I love it.
Christmas market. Lovely.
This is so good.
And again, look, the lighting is really good. Jamie Smith asks, what is the beverage of choice?
Right. We're going to have to
Diet
jump
Coke.
on. Guys, I've put the link in. That was lovely. And
I'm
thank
really
you so
enjoying
much,
this,
Philip.
actually.
But
so,
it's 12 minutes long, so we can't show the whole thing. Yeah. Sorry, I've just got to quickly check what's been deleted there. What's going on? Yeah. Guys, we're not all going to have the same opinion, so let's just agree to disagree. We don't need to go at each other.
Absolutely.
So,
right.
Can you jump back so I can jump on?
Right, yes.
Thank you so much, Philip. I'll put the link in. It's a 12-minute video.
That is a good video, actually.
Go and have a look at
it. And take a look. And like I said, if anybody from Bolton Model Rail Society wants to get in touch, and we can hopefully maybe sort out to do Monday Club Live perhaps from there.
That would be nice.
All we really need is decent internet connection. XMG tells us the chances of anything coming from Bolton are 1,000,000 to 1. He said, yet still they come. So thank you very much. Oh my word!
Okay,
right,
this one's from Tim's Model Railway in different videos.
Oh yes, I recognise the layout. He's been a steadfast contributor to the show. This is we do feature this layout a lot. So is that a Slytherin, and what's with Captain Porkchop there?
Okay, the pig guy is one of the guys from an episode of, I believe it's the late. I want to say Tim Burton, but it's not, of course. David Tennant, Doctor, one of the Dalek episodes with the pig people. That's a Slovene.
Yeah,
and
I
a
knew
Gronk.
that. And a Gronk.
It's a Gronk.
Yes. So really, is that the only picture? Is there another one?
That's the only one he sent.
So
but
thank you for
my
that.
goodness, it's a good one.
Definitely. So we've got the Doctor Who theme, the giant TARDIS. Everybody loves that.
Well,
I'm sure that.
Funnily enough, the giant TARDIS is actually canon for Doctor Who. The name of the Doctor episode, one of Matt Smith's final ones, has a leak of the space-time displacement system.
The space-time continuum!
And causes the TARDIS to become enormous.
Time Meddler. In the Time Meddler, it's where it's established it can actually change its size as well as its shape. So thank you very much for that. So we're just going to...
Of course, in the Time Meddler, the outside stayed the same size from our point of view, but the inside shrank. And then he couldn't get in. No, he did shrink it so that he couldn't get in. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he's been meddling.
So there we are.
Have you moved back?
Right, yeah, I have moved back. So who have we got next?
I'm going to need to grab a few bits and pieces here, so if you could just keep talking.
So, Gronk's under attack, says Richard Swiderski.
I thought it was Boris Johnson chasing Peppa Pig. He does like Peppa Pig, World.
He does, actually, yeah.
I thought that was
Andy
hilarious.
Brooks, big hello to you. My 13-year-old daughter wants to build a winter layout. Now, we did do a video. In fact, Les and I did do a video where we did just that. In fact, it's a little diorama, but same principle as building a full layout. And certainly, if you go back, I think it's a few years ago now, we did that in conjunction with Hornby. There is a short version on Hornby's YouTube channel, but the full version is here on my channel. If you just have a look for that. What's that? Dongit's Mother Railway says, isn't there also an episode where the Doctor gets stuck inside and picks the TARDIS up by putting his hand through the door and walking it along like the disembodied hand from the
There is it's that episode where there's a species that are stealing the dimensions from people, so they all end up flat. It's fantastic. It's the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, and it's one of his best.
Oh right, not seen that one.
It's great. Okay.
Right. Anyway, so who was there?
Yes, there's Carl de Campos for next up. Have you?
We have now.
Here we are. So Carl has sent us a message to go with this. Hi Jenny and Zoe, I was recommended your YouTube channel by a friend, and I listened to last week's Monday Club episode and find it really interesting. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. He says he's totally blind except for light perception in his right eye.
Oh wow!
It says he built an HO scale model layout in a single garage, but never seen a mountain or countryside before. This is all just my imagination of what it should look like.
He's
And
doing
thus-
very well. And the trees in particular, those trees are really, really good.
Yeah, he's done a great job. It says this doesn't resemble any specific region or area, and all my modelling is done by touch and feel and imagination. That's really cool.
That is actually, those trees in particular, the trees are spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Amazing. It says, I designed the layout to run around the perimeter of my garage so I can still move around on the inside and store things underneath the layout, with a bridge that is able to be removed at the doorway going into the house. That's what you didn't do with your yard. You had to crawl underneath your layout.
No. The bridge could be removed.
You just
but-
didn't.
Yeah. So I'm curious, are these US outline
They're
trains?
HO.
Yeah, well, HO could be anything. I'm just looking at them. They remind me a little bit of some of those South African or Australian ones.
Could be.
But I'm loving those trees. Whatever you've done with those trees are really, really spot on. But that is really nice.
Okay,
So
he says, I did the track laying, wiring, landscaping, and some building of kits by myself, and the rest is pre-bought, and I just positioned and glued down in place,
Wow.
just using my imagination way things should or could go.
Yeah.
The trains are collected over the years since childhood. Some are Lima, and especially the most locomotives that are not Lima are actually built by enthusiasts here in South Africa.
Right, so it may be
Right.
South African outline, but really, really nice.
As a sound priority to me, I have actually got a custom made a lot of the ESU lock sound projects. Excellent. And he uploads to the locomotive himself, where he includes local whistles and horns.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, you'll love this bit. And even Afrikaans radio and cab chat, which is very South African. That sounds brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Brilliant. I do like the idea with we just saw in the last scene the tree trunks as well with the stumps. Some really nice ideas actually.
You don't see a lot of stumps on Lennox,
I like
do
the
you?
idea of something where logging has been going on.
Yeah.
I think that would work really well. But this is really nice.
This is a wonderful
more
layout.
industrial area. So nicely done.
So there'll be mainly South African style locomotives.
Yeah, I think Lima made a lot of stuff for various different markets around the world. So I'm guessing that those are South African railway steam locomotives.
You'll love this final bit that he said. I also managed to record a steam engine slipping at trackside and incorporated it into one of the DCC functions, so you can activate the slip sound on pull away or whenever you want.
Oh, right.
That's cool. I like that. A little bit of customization. No one else has got the specific thing. That is fantastic.
Absolutely. John Walter says the Mighty Challenger, and Ruben Ashwell says American Steamies are well cool. And John Walter says Jenny loves the trees. Jenny is a hippie.
Yes.
Not that much of a hippie. But Johan
That is wonderful.
Swanepoel says he is South African. So absolutely, this is really great. Thank you ever
Yeah,
so much for
it's
sharing
beautiful.
this with us.
So, Carl de Campos, thank you so much. That is wonderful. Thank you.
So
Jenny, what kind of thing is that? It looks
What?
like it's got coal as a tender, but it also seems to have a giant amount of water.
and possibly, yeah, if it's going across huge distances where there might not be water, so like desert or savanna,
Right.
then it's advisable to actually have a lot of water.
That would explain
so
it.
That may be why it's got such a big tender tank. But look, thank you ever so much.
Thank you
for
so
sharing
much.
this
That
with
was
us.
just. Oh my
Have
goodness!
you-
I haven't put the link in. Let me
Yeah,
just-
I was about to say.
Oh my
if you
goodness!
share the
Sorry,
link,
so sorry. There we go. It's in there now.
absolutely. So really enjoyed that. Do check out that link for the full video. But thank you ever so much. That
Yeah.
was great. So we're just going to jump back
The
now.
full video is 24 minutes, so there's a lot there to enjoy. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much, Carl.
Yeah, South African Railway. I've just read the description on the
Brilliant.
video. So they are South African Railway. So thank you ever so much. Really enjoyed that.
That was
actually.
stunning.
Ed's Egg says, I just opened a packet of Cadbury's chocolate fingers. Has anyone else noticed the amount of fingers is getting less and less? Yeah, have you noticed though, the price doesn't go down accordingly as well?
I've noticed that once I open a packet of fingers, the amount that's in it does go down very quickly. And sometimes I even eat some of them.
No, you end up eating them all.
Okay,
and
next
Timber
up,
Surf says, never seen a tender like that before. Yeah, some of the South
it was
Afri-
actually quite shocking.
We've
wasn't it?
had a few South African railway layouts shared with us, and some really interesting locomotives in stock.
Ben Tullett says, Zoe, it might be an oil-fired one, and the tenders were used to carry the oil and water. That would explain a lot. You'd
I did
need
think
a fair
about
amount
it,
of
but
space.
if it had the coal at the front, so I think that's water.
Yeah,
Probably for going a long distance.
that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that was very cool.
Right. Anyway, look.
Next up, we have some photos from Duncan Gilbert White.
So we're going to just bring them up on screen.
That is an interesting.
That is really nice, like almost like a Cornish tin row or something. Certainly, that
Yeah.
is like well and truly an era one. It looks broad gauge. If you look at the track, it's on like a bulk road. That
Right.
is very interesting. A lot of scratch built stuff there, and that is done really, really well. Is there
So,
any text?
Did
with
you
it?
say Cornish?
I'm saying Cornish.
Okay, Duncan Gilbert White has sent these in. He says, hope I've done this in the correct way. You have. I have a few rather dodgy photos of my current railway project. They're not dodgy, they look perfectly fine.
This
don't worry.
actually has come out really well, it has to be said. Big hello to J94, by the way. Great to see you.
And he says, think Cornwall in the mid-19th century.
Boom!
He says, also, the Royal George loco is on holiday.
That is actually really nice modelling. And
Yeah.
I love.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my goodness, that is
like
fantastic.
the locomotive.
Wow.
That's
Look at the
really
detail.
well done. So, does he say anything else about it, or is that
No,
just...
no, that's it.
These are
that is
really, really nice.
Oh my goodness. He sent dodgy photos. That looks amazing.
That's like what I say when I spend 3 hours cleaning the house. When somebody comes around and goes, "Oh, sorry about the mess."
There's another good look at that locomotive.
Yeah,
is.
it's like it looks like a 222.
It's got
really
no
nice.
cab roof.
No, yeah, but they didn't tend to have like stuff like that. You were
Wow.
lucky if you had the spectacle plate.
That is cool, though.
So basically, the crews just got soaked in bad weather.
Yeah.
Cabs came later.
And look how high compared to the rest of the train.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the rest of the loco, the carriages. That's you'd be quite cramped, wouldn't you, if you were our height?
Potentially, yeah. But
That
certainly,
is interesting.
It's an era that you don't see modelled an awful lot, and that's.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the model behind as well, with all the the tin mines and stuff,
Yeah.
it's come out really well, and it looks like it's that bit at least is broad gauge,
Yeah, I
or at
think you
least
might be
it's
right.
it's like bulk road, which it was the Great Western
You can't
Railway.
really see it from there.
That doesn't look broad gauge to me, that bit,
But that bit does, doesn't it?
But it's not inconceivable that they would have
2 different gauges?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Duncan. That was fantastic.
Absolutely, thank you ever so much for that. So Gwion Reese Davies says, I'm always jealous of people's Pioneer era models. Absolutely, because whilst we're starting to get a few models come through, things like the Liverpool and Manchester Rocket with the coaches. We've also seen the third class coaches, or the second class coaches. I think they were, might have been third class coaches. We've got some stuff forthcoming with the Rocket as well, and we've also had the Lion announced too.
Rawr.
So thank you very much. J94 said it was snowing when I was volunteering on the Christmas trains this weekend. Absolutely, there's a lot of. I know that Warbler Productions shared some really nice pictures of Statfold Barn Railway looking very, very festive. Ham Shackleton says, if you want cramped, try the Festiniogs bug boxes. Yes.
Do you mean the one that I'm going to be building?
No,
building a model of.
you're making something slightly bigger. We actually got the Pico sent over for review, the bug box coaches. So right, are we ready to show this? So this is what have we got here?
Sorry, I was just replying to one of our contest winners.
Ah,
He's made his choice on the T-shirt that he likes, so go for
excellent.
it.
So Valleys 56XX. Hope you're going to be happy with that. So
Let's do it. So this one is the Statfold Barn Santa Express
right.
2021.
So
from
this
Warbler
is
Productions.
from Warbler Productions. Always great to see. And this, I presume, is before it snowed. So very epic sky.
Yes.
Is it playing?
It is. And I'm going to move it on a little bit.
Oh, I don't think you need to. I think it's coming now.
Whoa!
There we go.
Oh, I love it.
We had a good day out there that day. I'd love
did.
to go back, it has to be
I
said.
think we're going to have to book because it's a very popular place.
Yeah. So what'll be interesting is I know he sent some pictures of after it snowed.
Look at the size of those condensers on the top. That is a condenser, isn't
No,
it?
it's a spark arrestor.
Spark arrest, that's what I meant. They're pretty
Yeah.
big. Okay, so Warbler sent in a message. The first weekend of the 2021 Santa trains at the Statford Barn Railway is over, which has gone exceedingly well, even if it has been a bit on the cold side. I spent yesterday as station master at Oak Tree Halt, which has been renamed North Pole for the Santa trains, and as such was able to do the video of a train passing by on the loop line as it headed down to the balloon loop before returning so the children could go see Santa and do a few other activities in the museum and roundhouse. You know what? That sounds like a great day out.
John JMC has asked, have you had your double fairly yet? No, I haven't, but I have heard that Rails of Sheffield are struggling at the moment with getting extra staff in for the Christmas rush. So I know that a few
wonderful.
people are waiting on things like the double fairly and other products. And it's just, I know Rails is so incredibly busy, so much so, that I haven't actually been able to get over there to do some filming. I was wanting to do some interviews, but what they said is, look, we're just snowed under at the moment. It's all hands to the pumps for actually trying to get orders out there. So, so there we go.
Okay, Warbler says that if we move this on, there is a bit of this running in the dark. So in a moment, I'll do that, but I want to see what other locals are going around, because it seems like a fair few different ones have been...
They always have a very...
look at that steam!
You can see it in the distance. But they always have a very intensive service at the Statford Barn Railway. It's certainly one that's worth actually taking a look at if you do get a chance to go to the Statford Barn Railway. It's sort of between Tamworth and Nuneaton, from what I remember. So really enjoyed going there, and would love to repeat that at some point.
57305 Northern Princess says, Santa, that wasn't the sack I wanted emptying. Well, if he's put your bins out for you, then it's alright. It's a gift, isn't it?
And Alex Dancer's carriage with a Christmas light looks stupendous.
It really did. Well, that is
Ruben
a lot
Ashall's
of
a
smoke.
Cute little railway. I think there's a lot of steam as well, because you've got to remember it's cold weather, so a lot of the steam condenses in the air.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because obviously the blast pipe does exhaust out through the chimney.
That. You know, that's the kind of smoke that would come out of a train if I was drawing it.
Yeah. Warbler Production says actually just 2 engines in steam for the Santa trains, the Fiji and the Harrogate.
Wow. It looks gorgeous. It really does.
Very much bedecked. That's a good word. Bedecked. Write that down. We should use it more.
Bedecked.
Bedecked. As in the halls are bedecked with holly. Flymo Chairman 1 asks, did you manage to keep your feet warm? That's the main thing.
Oh, yeah. An army marches on its hot, warm feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this on. It says 6 minutes 45 to when it's getting dark. And we'll see the lights. So I'm going to move this on. But, of course, I've put the link into the chat so you see the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
hang on. I need to move this back.
Okay.
Anyone else thinking the Coca-Cola advert? Holidays are coming.
I saw that truck. I saw that truck the other day.
Fantastic.
It was waiting to pull out off a side road. Where was
I've got a photo next to it somewhere.
I was in Blackpool, somewhere near Blackpool, and it was coming down a side road, and it was like, oh.
I think we all need a day out at this place. We should book it up.
Well, actually, Warbler Productions, maybe you can swing it. If we can get maybe the Pullman coach, and we could have a Monday Club Grand Day Out.
We'd have to deposit and.
I mean, it would be a case of we'll see if we can get a bunch of people together willing to pay for it, and we'll get see if they'd let us use something like the Pullman coach, stick it behind one of the service trains, and we'll have a grand day out. And then if we all club together on the 4G, we might be able to do a live stream from there.
Look at that. That is just beautiful.
That really does work well, doesn't it?
You know, there's so many kids that will see that, and they'll fondly remember this. Like, remember the train with the lights?
Absolutely, that does work incredibly well.
Oh my goodness, it snowed! Look at the reflections!
And I mean, they must have been grinning ear to ear because they got the perfect weather for a Santa winter train.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So that is really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed this. And as I said, Stapfold Barn Railway is a really great location to go to and visit. So much to see there, absolutely. So,
John Walter says, "Oh God, I hope that bloody ridiculous Father Christmas isn't on the Manchester Town Line."
Yeah.
I love that Santa. It's so ridiculous. I love it.
Yes, you do.
You know, when something's so daft that it becomes fun, that's the level it's at.
Well, that was one. Look, thank you very much for that. Do we have many more videos to go?
We have a few. Jippo Anderson's in. Will I be showing his? If it's in my list, there will be.
Yes, if you're on Zoe's list,
I will be looking for it now. So, if you can just do the chat for a little bit, that would be great.
Yeah. So Ben Tullett says you can buy the Coca-Cola Scania truck they use in the UK for the festive period from Oxford Diecast. Absolutely. You've stopped the chat from scrolling.
Have I? Oh, I do apologise. I didn't realise I'd done that.
Yeah. And Oswestry Road TMD, great to see you, says it's starting to look like Christmas. J94 says I bought a Christmas present last Saturday and it's a Loco.
Yay!
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Linnet 12DD reminds us 1 minute to Hornby. Of course, Hornby and Model World is on
in
tonight.
that case,
I think we're out
better
of time.
stop.
So sorry about that. We got carried away. So a minute to go before Hornby and Model World is on the Yesterday channel.
J. Paul Anderson, can I just jump in and say I didn't get your video. I haven't got it. It's not here. I'm looking in my spam folder and it's not there. I'm looking in my main folder and it's not there either.
So resend. And Jerry
Yeah,
BVR
please do
says,
resend.
mind the time, ladies. Absolutely. Right, so sorry, that's my fault because the clock up there has stopped. So without further ado, just got time for me to say, you guys all take great care of yourself. And until next time, this is the Cupboard Monkey.
John JMC, Jenna asks where you're from, Zoe. Durham, North East England.
Yeah.
Take care.
Look,
Bye-bye.
Take care.